Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. Good morning. How are we all freaking doing? I hope we're all having a fabulous Friday because we are kicking off with, of course, Tash Talks. Episode freaking 20. 20. That means 20 beautiful weeks we have been doing this. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't forget to say hello in the chat box when you are jumping on, if you are watching this live. And of course, as always, if you're watching this on the replay, please do put hashtag replay. I love to see you guys jumping on. I love to see you commenting. I love to see who is engaging. I think it's the generator in me. I think it is. I think it's the generator in me. So, okay. Today is a very special Tash Talks because we are going to be talking all things RRT, which is rapid resolution therapy. And I really wanted to come on today and talk about this because, well, it freaking changed my life. So that's for sure one of the main reasons. And most importantly, I want you to understand how this can change your life, how this can completely change the game for you, and how different this is to any other modality. And why I'm so proud as a business and a mindset coach to be able to do this for my clients. And what I loved the most about RRT is the fact that when you're doing business, when you're doing mindset stuff, like as your coach, as your mentor, it's my job to help facilitate this change. It's my job to give you the tools and the techniques to teach, to mentor, to coach you, right? But there's the other side of things, which is you need to do the action. Like I could be the best freaking coach in the world, which I am, thank you very much. But if you don't take the action, if you don't do the work, if you're not self-led, if you're not ambitious, if you're not willing to do the deep inner work, then the shifts are not going to happen. Now, the interesting thing about RRT is I am the facilitator. I am the person where you lean back and you tell me the limiting belief that you are experiencing currently, the block where it's stuck, and I shift it for you. Like I do the work for you. And this is why, well, when I first heard this, I was like, wow. I was like amazed by this. So of course, it intrigued me. I was like, let me learn more. But let me go back for you. And I'm not going to go into all the nitty gritty details of it, but 2022 was the most testing, challenging year of my life. It all started with personal stuff that was going on, and it led into my confidence. It led into so much belief, like underlining, simmering beliefs that I didn't even realize were there, or I thought I'd shifted them, all came up. I was triggered as hell. My nervous system was absolutely spiked. I was kind of like this and kind of this. I didn't feel safe. That was a massive thing for me. I did not feel safe in regards to I didn't feel safe in who I was. I didn't feel safe as in the level of success in my business. I didn't feel safe that I could sustain that. I didn't feel safe holding big cash months. Like I didn't feel safe in so much of it because it felt out of my control. So I was working with my coach, and my coach the previous year to that had gone through one of the worst years of her life. And she found RRT, and she had done lots of different therapy. Now I've done speaking therapy. When my dad died, I actually hired a therapist, a counselor, which was incredible, by the way. And through my coaching, my qualification, I've tried different types of like coaching techniques, different types of tools and techniques, but never have I heard anything of this. I'd heard of Marissa Peer, which is RTT, which is rapid transformational therapy, I believe. Don't quote me on that, which I thought was the same thing. Naive, but I did. And then when my coach mentioned this to me, and when she explained exactly what it was, I was like so intrigued. My ears literally pricked up. I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. Tell me more. So then I found out some more information about it. I bought his book, which I'm going to show you about. And I done a session, loved it. And then I trained to do it because I was like, wow, this stuff is incredible. And since then, because I speak about it so much, absolutely love it, my friends in the industry have then gone on to do it because it's so powerful, it's so incredible. And anyone that has been through Conscious Coach knows the power of this. Anyone that's worked with me one-on-one knows the power of this. And anyone that has joined the next round of Conscious Coach is going to find out about the power of this. And anyone that hasn't joined, why not? Because this power is going to change your freaking life. And I say this because it sounds really generic, doesn't it? You know, when someone says, this can change your life, you're like, yeah, drink this water because it's going to change your life, right? I kind of don't really like to use these kind of cliche things, but what is a girl meant to say if that's all, like that sums it up? Because I think we can try and bypass this, can't we? We can get so fixated on the strategy. We can get so fixated on the work, the doing, the action, that we don't give enough focus to the insides. We don't give enough focus to our mindset, you know, or we've done a bit of mindset work. You know, maybe you've joined my tribe membership site, which teaches you the foundations to mindset, manifesting and money. But this takes it to a whole different level because this is dealing with the unconscious mind. This is about me rewiring it for you. With the tribe, I teach you and you go away and do it. And then you come to the sessions so we can kind of work through things. But this is taking it to a whole different level. And so this is the book, which is Life-Changing Conversations. And this is the, he created it, John Connolly. So he created RRT. Now, what's really fascinating about this book is he's actually giving you the conversations of his sessions he's had with his clients, literally step by step. What Kristen said, what John said, Kristen said back, what John said back, what Kristen said back, right? It's fascinating. So when I was first learning about this, obviously I had a very good understanding about the unconscious mind. And even for me, it blew my mind because I was like, wow. And then when I actually experienced it myself, and then when I started doing it with my clients, I was like, even more absolute wow. Because this is a modality and it's a very powerful modality. And it actually got a bad rap in the kind of the realm of like other therapies and counselors because they didn't like how fast and how quick these shifts happen. Because, well, I know for me, I think off the top of my head, I think I might have seen my counselor for maybe 3 months. Whereas, and listen, these were two very different things that I was going to see a counselor for and very much very different for this. But this is what John does. Like the reason why he created RRT was for deep trauma. So it's for people that was experiencing PTSD and sexual abuse. And people would come to him from experiencing these horrendous situations and circumstances and experiences and not be able to communicate without crying and experiencing like a physiological response to what was going on, of course. So through the session with him, one session, he was able to create a shift where he was unconscious mind would detach away from the meaning of what was being said. So this particular one, which we watched in the video, was this girl was talking about her experience as a child with what's a sexual experience that had happened with a child. And I won't go into it. And she couldn't breathe. Her heart was racing. She was anxiety. Her palms were sweating. She was really, really, really triggered by this. It was literally like she was experiencing it there and then. And by the end of the session, she was able to talk about it matter-of-factly, be able to detach and dissociate any of the emotion, the heartbreak, all of that trauma, and detach it and be able to talk about it. And she was, oh, it's giving me shivers talking about it. She was like, that just changed my life. I haven't been able to talk about this in 10 years. Oh, it's giving me shivers. Whoa. This is the power of this work. So from him working through that and then it becoming a lot more into the mainstream, hence why I want to bring it to entrepreneurs, because I'm like, everything we've experienced is trauma. Now, trauma, there is no scale of trauma. Trauma to you is your trauma. We can't compare it to somebody else's trauma, because their trauma is their trauma. It's very different. Now, the problem is with the unconscious mind is it doesn't understand the difference between you running from a saber-toothed tiger or running from someone that's potentially going to stab you to kill you, to you looking at your online bank account and not seeing the number that you want to see there. The unconscious mind just doesn't know the difference. The logical part of your brain absolutely knows the difference. That's why we call it the logical part of your brain, right? The conscious part, because it goes, I know this is online banking. This is a client saying no. This is a stress. This is a traffic jam. This is a saber-toothed tiger. This is a psycho that wants to kill me, right? It completely understands it, but the unconscious mind's only 5%. So 95% of it's the unconscious mind, which doesn't. It's basically like the toddler running the show. It's like Santiago in my brain running Natasha Clark. That's what it's like. So it doesn't know the difference. The unconscious mind thinks it is happening right now if it's happening right now, even though we know it's not. So this then went mainstream. And of course, it caused a little bit of a disruption, because it's like, whoa, how can you say that this is this powerful and you can feel a shift in 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, yet I'm having my clients for years and years and years. So it did. It caused a ruck, shall we call it? But he didn't care. He was like, this is my life's work. This is my life's mission, and I'm going to freaking do this. So from me experiencing this and experiencing neutrality, experiencing safety, experiencing and understanding the association that I had with a limiting belief that was stuck, and I was making it mean this, 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 and this, and I was making it in my mind so much more bigger than what it is, and the knock-on effect is this, 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 and this, and it means I'm going to die, and I have to give everything up, and everything's failing, like that. Being able to dissociate that, being able to detach away from that and see it for what it actually is, which is just data, blew my mind. Understanding that we have the power of our minds to a whole different level, and being able to have my coach be able to, exactly what I do for my clients in Conscious Coach is bypass their conscious mind and whisper sweet love nothings to their unconscious mind in a language that the unconscious mind understands. So think about this for a moment. Unconscious mind speaks sexy Spanish. Conscious mind speaks English, which is incredible, but they don't understand each other. They don't get it. So it doesn't matter that your conscious part of your brain is going, no, do not worry. It doesn't matter. Of course, there's clients out there. Of course, you're going to make the money. Of course, you're going to be successful, because the unconscious mind's going, oh my goodness, that client said no, which means I'm not going to hit my goal, which means I'm not good enough, which means I should give up. What's the point? All these other coaches out there that are making the money that I desire to make, it just means that I'm just that person. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen to. I'm not good enough. It's not going to happen. I'm always going to struggle. I'm always going to hustle. There's no point wanting more because it's not going to happen. It doesn't feel safe, and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter what they're both saying. And the conscious part of your brain is going, calm down. But the unconscious is going, and conscious part of your brain is going, shh, calm down. But unconscious doesn't hear that, doesn't understand calm down. So it's going, why is this person, right? They're just speaking two very different languages. So they're just not getting each other. What I do is I'm kind of like the interpretator. I'm the interpretator. I'm the one, okay, I got it, conscious mind. I got it. Now let me just do my thing. Let me just leave it to Tash, let her do her thing, and let her talk to the unconscious mind. And then when I finish with that client, they go, wow, feel the shift. Oh my goodness. That particular thought that I was so triggered by, or that I'd been experiencing for 10 years, or it's been keeping me up at night, or it's been kind of there buzzing away for the last 6 months, has gone. I feel clear. Imagine that. Imagine that with a block that you've got at the moment, being able to clear that. Imagine having the toolbox to be able to literally open that up and go, yep, I know what I need to do today. Imagine having a podcast that you literally can tap into. Feeling a bit triggered, feeling a bit meh, need a bit of Tash, need a bit of RRT, boom, you go straight into the podcast. This is powerful, powerful work. And that's why I wanted to dedicate this whole episode to just speaking about the power of this, because I feel like, listen, you're only going to get it when you experience it. I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you there. Until you jump into Conscious Coach and you experience an RRT for yourself, then you're going to know the power. But for now, before you've jumped into Conscious Coach or before you've started, you need to hear me. Hear me now. And I want to share with you about RRT, what it actually is and how it can help you. And I wrote some notes just so I get it really crystal clear. So rapid resolution therapy is a highly effective therapeutic approach that aims to create swift and lasting changes in individuals by addressing the root causes of their emotional and physiological challenges. It combines the elements of various therapeutic modalities such as hypnosis, cognitive behavior therapy, and neuralistical programming. This facilitates profound transformations in a relatively short period of time. Now, for you listening, female entrepreneurs. For female entrepreneurs, RRT can be a game changer in several ways. Here's how. Firstly, it helps you identify and release unconscious blocks and limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from reaching your full potential. Because many entrepreneurs face fears of failure, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, which can significantly hinder their success. RRT works on the unconscious level to rewire those negative thought patterns, allowing for increased confidence, self-belief, and the ability to take bold actions, because that's what we do. We make bold moves. Secondly, RRT assists in reducing stress, anxiety, and overwhelm that often accompanies the entrepreneur journey. Running a business can be demanding, and female entrepreneurs can often face unique challenges related to work-life balance, societal expectations, and self-imposed pressures. RRT provides effective tools to manage stress, overcome anxiety, and develop resilience, enabling the entrepreneur to navigate the challenges with clarity, composure, and mental agility. I got more. Furthermore, RRT helps in enhancing focus, motivation, and productivity. I mean, who here needs more of that? Aha! Yes, please. Entrepreneurs need to stay motivated and maintain a laser-like focus on their goals amidst the distractions and setbacks. RRT can address subconscious barriers to productivity, improve concentration, and instill a positive mindset, resulting in increased efficiency, speak Tash, and effectiveness in business. Lastly, RRT supports overall well-being and self-care. Female entrepreneurs often prioritize their business over personal needs, neglecting their mental and emotional health. RRT helps individuals develop self-care practices, establish healthy boundaries, and create a balanced lifestyle that nurtures their well-being. When entrepreneurs prioritize self-care, the being over the doing, they experience increased resilience, creativity, and overall satisfaction, leading to long-term success and fulfillment. In summary, rapid resolution therapy is a transformative approach that can help female entrepreneurs overcome limiting beliefs, reduce stress and anxiety, enhance focus and productivity, and promote overall well-being. By tapping into the power of the unconscious mind, RRT empowers entrepreneurs to unlock their full potential, achieve their goals, and create a thriving and fulfilling business. Amen. I'm out of here. Work done. Now, after reading that, or listening to that, shall I say, you need to be in. This needs to be a hell body freak yeah. It doesn't matter at what level you're in business, whether you are just starting off or you're looking to scale your business. As an entrepreneur, this is the toolkit that you need to be able to regulate your nervous system, shift through those limiting beliefs that are stuck, be able to manage and master emotional intelligence, be courageous, be confident, have the tenacity, be consistent. Like we think as these female entrepreneurs, it's about showing up online, selling our offers, getting our clients results, which of course it is. But what enables you to do that? being able to master the inner game. I'd always use this example. You could have the most beautiful, sexy Lamborghini outside your house. But if that Lamborghini doesn't have the fuel it needs to move, then that car is not going anywhere. Just like you. You can have all the sexy strategy in the world, but if you're not going to maintain and master the inner game, it doesn't matter. That's where burnout comes. That's where being overwhelmed comes from. That's where you want to chuck your laptop out the window. That's when we're not achieving our money goals or our launch goals or our business goals, and we make it mean so much about us as a person, as a soul. This is where the work comes in. This is where we work on inner child. We work on our shadow work. We work on shifting through those limiting beliefs. We work on reprogramming the way our unconscious mind works, so it actually works for us. And we actually become that detective that is seeing all the wins, because this is your game. And if it's your game, you play by your rules, which means you always win. And that is the game I play by. I always get to win. I always win because it's my game. No one else can win. I always get to win. And learning our team, being able to teach this is an honor. It's an honor to see the women shift so quickly, and also be able to not just change things in their business, not help them just make more money and like get more clients, but also just be back in love with themselves, fall wildly in love with themselves and who they are from the core, not for how much money's in their bank account or the status they are, or if they've got a blue tick on Instagram, going way beyond that and actually looking at you as the soul, as the person. I want to help you to become happier, which sounds like such a generic thing to say. Let's be happier, but it's true. It's not the money in my bank account or the level of success that I've got to that helps me jump out of bed. Now, I've got degenerative disc disease, so I don't actually jump out of bed, but let's just go with this. It's the feeling of fulfillment, the feeling of joy, the feeling of contentment, the feeling of satisfaction that I freaking love every single area of my life, that I'm wildly obsessed with myself, my life, my family, my love, my business, that I get to do life on my terms. And I want the same for you. And RRT has been able to unlock so much success for me and my business and my clients. And I want the same for you. So this is my invite for you to feel the fear and freaking do it anyway. Want more, desire more, and go for more. Take the action. Come and join Conscious Coach. It will be, and I don't say this lightly, it will be a game changer for you. It will be extremely, extremely transformative, not just for your business, not just for your bank account, not just for the outside stuff, but for in here, your heart, your soul. That is the true game changer. So I will be so excited to welcome you in. Send me a DM either on Instagram. I'm at Natasha Clark Coaching. Send me a DM with the word coach. Tell me you listen to this. Tell me you want more and you desire more and you're freaking going all in. And let's freaking do this. Mwah! Peace out. A-Town down. Go and be a badass and go and send me that DM if you feel called to. If you feel called to, if you've listened to this and you're like, hell freaking yeah, I desire this, I want this, thank you, and send me the word coach to my DM right now. Bye-bye.